Hey YouTube, it's Carrie, Lady VSG, here with my week 7 post-up update. I think it's week 7, I forgot to check before I made the video. Anyway, today is May 25th, 2015. I had my VSG surgery on April 6th, 2015, down in Tijuana, Mexico with Dr. Ariel Ortiz at the Obesity Control Center. I'm 5'7". When I booked my surgery, I weighed 301.8 pounds. The day of surgery, I weighed 272. And today, I weighed in at 244.3. So a loss of 3.4 pounds this last week and a total loss of 57.5 pounds overall. So, yay! In terms of losing 3.4 pounds this week, I did not make it to the gym at all last week, but I did make sure that I got my 10,000 steps in every day with my little Fitbit tracker. Honestly, I'm pretty good about doing that every day now. Like, I don't think really that's changed from week to week, but last week I did go back to being really strict about eating the very low carb diet that my surgeon recommended. So, honestly, granted, yes, getting activity is better than not getting any activity. And, even the 10,000 steps a day is a huge improvement over where I was when I weighed 300 pounds. And honestly, I weighed more than that, but, when I booked the surgery, I had lost a little bit of weight. I think my heaviest weight was over 315. I don't know for a fact because at the time when I weighed that much, I didn't own a scale that went above 300, so just kind of a guess. So between, making sure that I'm getting some kind of exercise in every day, even if it's just walking around the park where I live, which, I try to do 30 to 45 minutes, and I can usually get in 2 miles, sometimes closer to 3, but usually I try to get 2 miles in every day. So, I think that's good for me, going from no activity to getting 2 miles a day. But definitely, I ate really low carb this last week, and I also didn't eat out. That's been a problem. That's been a problem for a while. It's one of the reasons why I gained so much weight to begin with. I work swing shift or night shift, and so typically, after work, I would be so hungry, I would just be like, I'm just going to swing through fast food. Like, I don't have the energy to cook anything. I just want to eat something and then go home and go to bed. So, and fast food was sort of my drug of choice. And I could easily go to Taco Bell and spend $10, $15 and eat it all. So, now I went to Taco Bell a couple weeks ago and I ordered they have the little quesadillas. I think I got the beefy one. It's like $1, and I couldn't finish that. So that's strange for me. That's still wrapping my mind around the fact that excuse me. I used to be able to eat a truly ridiculous amount of food, and it's still. I'm better about my portion sizes now, but I would say I'm probably throwing away a little bit of food at every meal when I'm. If I haven't sort of pre-measured everything out, if I'm just sort of eyeballing it, like, I still am taking too much food. I made a big crock pot full of Moroccan chicken last night, and I'm doing my best to search around for all my teeny tiny Tupperwares, that only hold 2 to 4 ounces, because I know if I put it in one of the bigger ones, when I go to eat, I'm going to give myself what I think is, a small enough portion, and it's going to be too much. Like, it'll be twice as big as I need. So, so it's just easier for me to try and pre-portion all that stuff out. And so that way when I'm reheating it, even if I have to throw some of it away, I don't feel like I'm throwing tons of it away, if that makes sense. Let's see, what else have I been doing? I know this is terrible. I still really miss soda. I drank so much soda, and I had switched from regular to diet, which is how I got down to around 300 pounds to begin with. But I still just drank a truly ridiculous amount of soda, and I miss it, I also miss my family. We live in Oregon, and beer is huge in Oregon. So is wine, but my family is more of a beer family. And so we typically have, either a growler of something or, you know, whatever new beers that we're trying. And I want to try them, but I'm not drinking for this first year after surgery. So it's like, oh, now I'm sad. On the bright side, I guess I'll just always be available if somebody needs a DD. So I guess that's nice. I can start drinking soda again at the 6-month mark. So around Halloween, October. So the beginning of October. So I guess that's something to look forward to. But iced tea is great. I've got my Mios, my flavored water. I'm doing a ton better about drinking my water this last week. Especially, this last weekend when I was complaining in the last video about the constipation stuff. That seems to have resolved. And honestly, I think it's just making sure that I'm getting my water in every day, that I'm not borderline dehydrated. I think that's the biggest tip I can give you. Like, make sure you're getting your fluid in, because it's important. In terms of everything else, there's not much change now that I'm on the regular diet, so I'm not complaining about I just want to chew my food. Now it's more realizing that I don't physically feel hungry. It used to be I would get halfway through my shift at work and be like, I think I need a snack. Like, I'm starting to get, I'm not feeling so hot. And I don't really have that now. It's sort of like I have to mentally cue myself. Like, I haven't eaten in 4 hours. I need to maybe drink some of my protein shake, or if I have time, because sometimes at work I don't have time to take a lunch break. If I have time, eat a couple bites of food of whatever I brought. So I still can't, it takes me 30, 45 minutes to eat a thing of yogurt, like the little cups, but that's still better than not getting anything in at all. It's got some protein. It's got some, good probiotic bacteria in it. So that's handy. I still have a ton of those little crustless quiches left in my freezer, because I made an insane amount of those, like double batches and stuff. I don't know why I thought I was going to eat all that, because obviously if I still ate like that, I would not have had the surgery. So yeah, I think the biggest thing I'm dealing with still is just the mental aspect of it, realizing that I only need a teeny tiny amount of food and then I'm full, and making sure that I'm chewing my food all the way, because there's still, part of my eating technique when I was overeating constantly was to just sort of shovel food into my mouth, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't chewing as well as I could. Now it's definitely taking small bites, using my little baby spoons, making sure that I'm chewing it really well before swallowing it. And I do notice if I don't chew it really well, if I just give it a couple of bites and swallow, like, it's uncomfortable. It's not painful, but it's definitely like, oh, this kind of feels weird, like I swallowed a balloon or something, and it passes in a couple of minutes, but for those couple of minutes it's like, I don't really like this. I haven't thrown anything up, which is good, because I hate throwing up. It's the worst thing ever. Thankfully I've only had the experience of it when I was having issues with my vitamins, and as soon as I switched to the Centrum chewables, which I could have right after I ate something, so that my stomach was, coated with something, I haven't had any problems with that. So, luckily, even with my terrible eating technique sometimes, I still haven't thrown up, but it's also, I feel like my luck's gonna run out, and I need to really focus on chewing my food and, not trying to stuff as much food as my sleeve will hold into my new stomach, and just that kind of stuff. So for me, I think it's still all the mental stuff, and I'm still looking for a bariatric or a weight loss surgery nutritionist, or not a nutrition, well, probably a nutritionist, but a counselor of some kind, because I feel like that, this would be stuff that'd be really good to bounce off of somebody who might have some other suggestions for me. So still looking into that. I will keep you guys updated if I have any success or any tips or tricks on how to find, a counselor or just somebody to talk to about these things. Because for me, that seems like it's important right now. So there you go. Other than that, I think that's all my news for this week. I will keep you guys posted. Okay, so before I leave, non-scale victory the last couple of weeks. I've had to, I don't know if you can tell, this scrub top's kind of old. But I didn't fit into it when I weighed 300 pounds. But now that I am down to, 243, I fit into them again, and they're comfortable, and my stomach isn't pooching out the bottom, so that's nice. This is nice, getting to fit into my old clothes, and then, it also gave me a good reason why I didn't throw any of these things away, because scrubs are not that cheap. The cheap ones are $15 a pair, so, or, for a top or bottoms or whatever. So I like having this lovely stockpile of clothes that still fit me because I never threw anything away. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is I'll show you my incisions, because I've only done that one time, and I thought maybe you guys want to see that more often. So here we go. So as you can see, they've healed really nicely. They're still kind of, I haven't been putting any kind of cream on them, which I'm wondering if I might want to, it might be too late at this point. I'm, 7 weeks out, but they're a much darker color than the rest of my skin tone. Plus, the sun is shining over there, so that makes my skin look even whiter. But yeah, but they look really good. I'm really happy with it, how everything healed up, and, the one that's up here, kind of between my boobs, that one, that blends in. I don't know, and I didn't do anything different with that one than my belly ones. The same body wash and everything. I didn't put any additional medication on there, so I don't know why that one sort of faded in really nicely and the others are still that red color, but hopefully they'll fade too with time. So yeah, all right. I will catch you guys next week. Have a great day.